warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we talk about shop wisely to save our environment, which is we buy less plastic and bring a reusable shopping bag. Plastic grocery type bags that get thrown out and up in landfill or in other plastic in other part of the environment. This can suffocate animals who get stuck in them or may mistake them for food. Also, it takes a while for the bags to decompose. Whether you are shopping for food, clothes or books, use a reusable bag. This cut down on litter and prevent animals from getting a hold of them. There are some stores, such as Target, that offer discount for using reusable bags. These bags are useful for things other than shopping as well. I have heard of people using reusable bags when they move. If you forgot your bag at home, buy a new one. Better yet, keep a couple bags in your car so you never leave home without them. Just to make sure you remember to put them there. If you are in a position where you need to use the plastic bags, reuse them the next time you go shopping or use them for something else. Just do not be so quick to throw them out. There are some states that are allowing or charging extra for using plastic bags. Using a reusable bag help the environment and save your budget.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So, today I want to share to all of you about a way that we can apply in our daily life. So, what is it? It is the way that we can take to save and preserve our nature. The method that I want to talk is don't throw notes away. Actually, this point I recommend and highlight to all the students because they usually use papers during their studies. As a student, I always see my friends throw their notes, especially after ending their examination. So, at the end of the semester, students are often stuck with notes that they don't need anymore. The good news is that the teachers that teach any subject have to keep their material consistent with guidelines from the college or university. This means that students next semester will be learning basically the same material you learned from a class. If you took great notes, ask your teacher to connect you with students in a future class so that you can give them your notes. These notes will help students by being able to read what they are learning in the words of another student. It is beneficial to read things that are worded differently than what the teacher said. You may need to find a student on your own depending on the teacher's loads for the semester. It will be great to help others taking the same class. You can list your notes on online college boards. While some may be willing to buy the notes at a price, it will feel just as good giving them your notes for free since you are helping them out. If you can't find anyone to give the notes, at least recycle the paper that you have used.
Hello guys! So, making a conscious effort to change your day-to-day lifestyle, whether it is eating plant-based foods, composting all your scraps, ditching plastic, or all three and then some, is an awesome thing to do for the planet. But if you want to take your environmental stewardship to a new level, one way is to share your passion with your community. Volunteering as a means to help conserve and protecting the environment has a lot of upsides. Of course, the first is that you will be taking care of our planet, and it badly needs a little love given the myriad ways in which we have become adept at destroying it. But beyond that, volunteering for a cause you care about is a great way to meet like-minded people. Make friends and pull yourself out of the blues that sometimes accompany caring a lot about something important, especially if you feel alone in your endeavors. And then, of course, there's the ever possible chance that you will learn something from the experience, whether you are seasoned environmental champion or just getting started. There are people, animals, and even habitats that have a lot to teach us all. Your contribution as an environmental volunteer could help ensure the long-term survival of a tropical rainforest or an endangered species. This is because you are actively participating in the conservation of the area or species. Your participation as an environmental volunteer can also make an indirect impact. So, let's be a volunteer for clean up in our community. We can get involved in protecting our watershed too.
If you have a phone, but your phone dead, that we call e-waste. So what is e-waste? E-waste is a broken, non-working or old electronic appliance such as television, personal computer, air conditioner, washing machine, and refrigerator. Household e-waste means e-waste that comes from household, commercial, and institutional. E-waste is becoming a global issue because of tremendous growth of demand on electric and electronic equipment and disposal after use. Disposed e-waste sometimes can health and environmental hazard if they are not handled properly. Moreover, many of these e-appliances can be reused, refurbished, and recycled. There are three major reasons why we should properly handle and recycle household e-waste. E-waste is a serious impact on human health and environment. Second, e-waste increase in its amount. And the third one, e-waste is a resource. E-waste is one of the fastest growing source of waste worldwide. In Malaysia, due to the fact household e-waste are mostly end up in the informal sector, with no proper data capture by the authority. In Malaysia, due to the fact that household e-waste are mostly end up in the informal sector, there is no proper data capture by the authority on the actual quantity of household e-waste generation. But based on the studies conducted in the selected area, the quantity of e-waste generated from household, commercial, and institution are estimated to reach 53 million pieces in 2020, which is 3.5 times higher than 1995. In order to address the e-waste issue, there are two actions we can do. Let's start from today. The first one is to repair as much as possible e-waste that you can have or you have and you want to waste it. But the second one, take the right disposal center and we will reuse, refurbish, and recycle the e-waste to the new one.
In my opinion, we can save our nature by planting the trees. Trees offer many environmental benefits. First one is the trees improve air quality by filtering the harmful dust and pollutants such as ozone, carbon monoxide, and sulfur dioxide from the air we breathe. The second one is the trees reduce the amount of stormwater runoff, which reduces erosion and pollution in our waterways and reduce the effects of flooding. As we know, many species of wildlife depend on trees for habitats. Trees provide home, protection, and food for many birds and mammals. So what will happen if there is fewer trees? If there is fewer trees, it will cause rainfall and the fertility of the soil will be decreased. Apart from this, there will be increased chances of natural calamities such as floods and droughts. Plants need carbon dioxide for photosynthesis. Fewer trees would mean that less carbon dioxide will be used up, resulting in its increased amount in the atmosphere. this will lead to global warming because the carbon monoxides this will lead to global warming as carbon dioxide traps the heat rays reflected by the earth.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Zainal Imin Ahmad. So today I would like to share with you guys how we can conserve our environment. So there are a few things we can do to make our planet healthier. As from me, I would like to encourage you guys to do the 3R, which is reduce, reuse, and recycle. By following this 3R, we not only conserve our environment, but we also can save the landfill space, the landfill area. And just a friendly reminder from me, protecting our planet to have a better and healthier planet start with you. Yes, recycling is such a very simple thing to do, but see, nowadays not many of us realize it, not many of us do it. I would like to please keep in your mind that recycle is such a simple thing that we can help to save our planet. And one more thing, environment is such a very precious gift to our planet. Use it wisely, and saving our environment now is such a necessary thing. Our world is at worst. Please be a more prudent user and save our world.
Hi, I'm Dina Hamizan bin Ahmad Sharifuddin, one of the member of Team 5. Now, one of the main problem of environmental crisis is our lifestyle. I mean, it is time for us to change our lifestyle to a healthy lifestyle. Now, one of the largest way you can adapt is in your diet. Try Meatless Monday, just one day a week. Adopt a vegetarian diet. It's very easy to do. Challenge your family or friends. It's the one of the most effective ways you could follow. And secondly, grow your own vegetables. You could save time and save money without breaking a bank. Also, you could use rainwater that you collected for watering your plants. And the last step is you could optimize your current electric use, such as switch off anything that you don't use. And also, you could use a solar system for saving your bills.
So we have all had that teachers that wanted us to have a copy of every single reading when we come to class, or the professor that who wanted a copy of the 10th page due to the next week. These are fine, but it seems as if they do not understand that using so much paper is detrimental to the environment. So what can you do? So you have to ask your teacher that if you can bring a laptop or an e-reader to the class, so you can download the reading onto that and read it from there. If not, print on both sides of the page to reduce the amount of the paper used. If you need to turn in a long paper, so you have to ask the professor if it is okay to print on both sides of the page and explain why you are asking. So most of the teachers care about the environment as well, and would be willing